Airline Manager 4, best hubs. I'm going to show you, by looking at the map, what my most popular hubs are. So we're going to start over here because Christchurch was one of my first hubs. You'll see that I departed all of my planes from this hub, got a few planes coming out. And then I've got Sydney and Canberra, and I've got a few planes coming out. There's also going to be planes coming back, right? You see I've got some coming out of here. This was actually one of the good hubs that I found a little bit early on, not the best hub. This looks like Singapore over here. I've got a lot of flights coming out of Singapore. This is Taiwan. Maybe I got one flight coming out of it. It's not a great hub. And then we've got Beijing and Shanghai. A lot of aircraft in this area. You can see there's a lot of flights coming in to China. This is Mongolia. Got flights coming out of here. You can see we got a lot of routes. Some of them are overlapping. This is, I don't remember the name of that one. Laos or something. I had Afghanistan. I might have gotten rid of it. I don't remember. Dubai, I've got flights coming out of Dubai. You'll notice that they are smaller planes. This one, I don't remember which one this is. Maybe it's Yemen. And I have, or used to have, Tripoli or Libya. I don't remember if it's Tripoli or not. No, it doesn't look like there's any flights coming out of here. I think that this area is a good place for a hub because I have a lot of flights coming into here from, like, Australia. So I would say Lisbon, Portugal is a good hub. Botswana got a lot of flights coming out of here. Good hub. Now over here, look at what happens. Got a lot of planes coming out of these hubs. These are great hubs all along the coast over here. You're going to get a lot of long-range flights, including Buenos Aires and Uruguay. I highly recommend long-range flights out of this area. If you're looking for mid-range, I would go with Ecuador. And I'm considering getting Bogota. I don't know if I have Bogota yet. Or as my friend says, Batoga. This is Cuba, not a good airport. The U.S. airports are not good for long range unless you get like Halifax or literally on the coast of Maine over here. And the reason why is because these flights, I believe they go to this area. They all end up in the water. And then we've got over here, which is Niue. There's other islands over here. Like you can see there's a point over here where it's a stopover point. That's probably a good place to put a hub also. You get a lot of traffic. I'm sorry, you get a lot of passengers and cargo. This is coming, the Hawaii flights are coming from Botswana, and there's a lot of good places to arrive over here. So I was also going to say that Singapore has high cargo and passengers. Now, the reason why I'm showing this is because I want to stress that long range, when you get the big aircraft, like the A380-800, and you go the maximum range you can go, all along the coast over here is where all the great hubs are going to be, and maybe along China. The problem with Australia is that you've got a few big cities, but a lot of the cities around here don't have enough first-class passengers. So you're going to have to fly coach, and the A380-800 is 600 passengers. You might not be able to fly full to those cities. So this area, arriving in this area is okay, but there's too much water, so the long range might be in the water. You might have to get a little bit less for your ticket prices. arriving in China is really good. The problem is you're going to get confused because you don't know if you've routed to an airport already or not, because there's just so many routes coming into China. What I do sometimes is I do some routes coming in from the west, some coming in from the east from a different hub, so I can indicate between the two. I started with Dubai because it's a good central hub. You can go anywhere in the Eurasian, African continent, but it's not good for long range. Once you get to the long range flights, you're going to not make the maximum ticket price. US, you want to do 20,000 kilometers or above 19, these are all going to be below 19, and it doesn't matter what you do. I've tried LA, I tried Seattle, I tried Texas, tried Mexico City, tried all of this. My advice is you don't get them unless you only plan on doing short-range flights, which I will do later. All of this area, the Caribbean, not good. This is amazing. Along the coast, going all the way down, lots of good places. I could pick more. I don't have La Paz, for example, and Colombia has quite a few. I never checked Panama or Costa Rica. It's better down here in this area, and it's kind of gets a little worse up here. This is probably the sweet spot coming through here. Maybe Argentina and Chile, etc. Okay, so those are my opinions. There's a lot of great destinations in Europe and in the United States and in China, but you got to find out how to get there. You see, these are small planes coming in, so for mid-range flights, it works out great. If you have any questions or comments, go to cheapbooks.cc, look for Airline Manager 4 in the video game section, or go to video-games-news.com, look for Airline Manager 4, and if you have any questions or comments, post down below. I read everything and I answer to as many people as possible.